Oh god, I was the wrong place. Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 16 of Podcast Lost in Space. Apologies for the audio quality from me and Alyssa. We're in a hotel in Portland.
Apparently Ryan's flying a helicopter.
Yeah,
because of
Ryan.
Is that Ryan?
Wait, can you guys hear
Alexander
everything?
and Alyssa?
Yes, we can hear everything.
What are you doing? Sitting on popcorn?
I was gonna why are you making popcorn in the middle of a podcast?
See, I think it sounds like he's like rolling on popcorn.
We're gonna start the new year off with me not being in the right place for the intro.
Ryan had just got done wearing a suit made of bubble wrap.
Yeah, with Newman's audio being a problem again after most of a good few months without it being a problem. Mostly because he wasn't there. Alright. How have you guys been? It's the new year. We survived.
Yay!
Even here again.
It's election year.
It is.
Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about other things. I just saw the comedian T.J. Miller at a free live show last night. Do you guys know who T.J. Miller is? Yeah.
Silicon Valley, best show ever.
Absolutely, yeah. Erlich Bachman from Silicon Valley, as well as for those of you who probably watch animated movies, he voices Fred from Big Hero 6.
Oh, Fred!
Yeah, he's so funny. So he was doing a live show for the Leafly tour, which is like a weed promotional tour. Doesn't mean like all the comedy's about weed. Just means that like they're giving away vape pens and all sorts of marijuana at the show.
They're probably all really high too while doing it.
Yeah. Pretty much everyone was really high. I was sober. I wasn't even drinking. I was just there to enjoy the comedy. And so he obviously delivered a killer show, and we got to, like, he did a lot of, like, Seattle-specific bits, which is really cool, and he was given a bag of Dick's burgers, and so he's like, yeah, I have a bag of Dick's. And then, of course, someone, like, when there was a lull, someone shouts, a bag of Dick's. He's like, what'd you expect to happen? No one cares if you shout bag of Dicks. Do you think people are just going to put you on their shoulders, march you out in the street, start popping champagne, saying, he said bag of Dicks? And of course, other people, like, since everyone's so, like, you know, high or drunk or whatever, it's a pretty rowdy crowd, but TJ just dominates over them. Like, he was able to just put everyone to shame. There was another point where there was a lull, and someone shouts bag of cocks, should have given a vulgarity warning, and then everyone in the comedy club just went silent, and he's like, did you feel that? Everyone just hated in unison and ripped into this guy who made this terrible joke for 10 minutes, and he's just like, yeah, this is why no one likes you and why you're probably going to die a very sad, lonely man. It's just basically jokes like that.
Bubble suits.
Bubble suit.
Brian, don't move.
Just be still, like the ice.
And that's all I have to say on TJ. Bag of Dicks!
Oh, no.
Ryan, stop. Okay.
And we get an awkward moment of silence.
Yeah, your audio is a mess.
Alright, so that was just my yesterday, but all in all, this week I've spent 5 whole days with the girlfriend, which was awesome. I took a Bolt bus down to Portland and hung out with her in her area, spent a good amount of days. She had a good party where I played The Betrayal at the House on Haunted Hill. Have you guys ever? Yeah, that's the first time I played that board game, and it was awesome. Mainly because it felt like Resident Evil mixed in with a horror movie, and it was all just a really neat board game. I was like, I'm sold on this immediately.
Nice.
Yeah. And and then she drove me back up here. We were hanging out and just having a good time. We walked around the whole area, just kind of showing her the Queen Anne Fremont area, and then we laid back and watched Wreck-It Ralph and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and just had a good time.
Those don't go together.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Actually, with the right amount of ice cream, anything can happen.
Ice cream. I want ice cream.
Especially, the Nina episode.
Oh yeah. Well, we jumped right in, like, because it's broken down on Netflix into like 4 seasons, and we jumped right into season 2, which takes place after like all the really tragic events that happened in the original like series and all that, and then starts diverging into the a bit more badass action stuff. So
Okay. So you weren't as depressed.
no, not as depressed. And plus, we had Wreck-It Ralph, which is always an optimistic movie that makes you feel good about yourself.
Wreck-It Ralph in Chinese is hilarious.
I'm sure everything in Chinese is hilarious.
Yeah,
No! Well, because the translation isn't quite right, and like some of the words, you're just like, no, that's not what they're like. No, no, just no.
The title of the movie is Smashing Vomit Word.
No, actually, Monsters Inc. University is really cute in Chinese. It's not funny, but it's really cute because they did a really good job.
It's just a cute movie.
See, I'd much rather watch a movie in English where I don't have to read.
Well, yeah,
Instead
we
of
all
watching it in a different language and read.
Everyone's learning English anyway, so why not just make it to the most important universal
The
language?
funny thing is, Newman hates anime too.
They have, but they
Yeah, I
have
don't like
different
anime either.
options. So
He
I
says
could
they all look the
choose.
same.
I don't know. I like it. I had fun.
Danny, how was your week? Since I think Doc got through most of his.
Oh, well, so the week has been interesting. As I'm sure those who are watching the actual video or are tuning in can see, I now have my non-professional background, so I'm back at my actual place versus visiting my dad. And I got into town Thursday evening, which was an adventure in itself. I don't know.
Back to them the day after.
Yep.
New Year's
And I
night?
nearly spun out on black eyes. Woo!
On New Year's night, you drove back?
Huh?
New Year's night? Thursday
No,
was
the day after. So Friday. Okay, I'm losing track of days here. But so I got back to where I live, and I got into town. I didn't have time to unpack my stuff, so my bedroom area of the apartment is, you cannot see the floor, which isn't actually that much because I don't have that much space, but it's kind of slowly driving me crazy because I like stuff to be clean. And then my first like full day in the area, I got a call from my friend, well, text, but you know, the friend beacon of I need you, essentially, because her relationship ended, and it was for healthy reasons, but it was the first 24 hours and she really needed a friend there, so I was on friend duty, which was, you know, like, it was actually, like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like what people think of, you know, people, like, you know, the person who was, you know, like, crying and sobbing and clinging to you and just going, why? Like, it wasn't like that. We really just sat around and talked and eventually went, oh, we haven't had anything to eat today at all. We went grocery shopping because she didn't have anything in her fridge. And then we made dinner together and had tea. And yeah, this morning I actually worked on cleaning my apartment a little bit, and the floor is still a mess.
I'm right there with you. I'm looking around in my room, and it's just, it's exploded with Christmas gifts. Just because I got tons of stocking stuffers and not nice things. It's just all over the place.
Well, and that's the thing, too. Like, I mean, I really didn't get that much stuff for Christmas, which I'm really happy about because, like, I live in less than 400 square feet. I don't need a lot of stuff. I'm good.
Whereas for me, I'm a materialistic monster who can only be happy if he has a lot of things.
Well, no, but, like, you know, like, I have the bag of clothing from, you know, that I took to my dad's place with me. I have the presents. I have the boxes that I got from family members while I was out of town that were in the mail waiting for me. So there's just so much stuff. I have so much recycling to take out.
They just gave you boxes? Are you a cat? Or are they just giving you refrigerators?
No, like they sent me boxes in the mail.
Like, of stuff.
Like postage. You know the mailman? The thing in the TV shows that the dog barks at?
There's a person that delivers the mail. Drones don't do it.
Yes! But so, like, I just have all that stuff in my bedroom area. But I did get a giant thing of popcorn. And it's not in the bedroom area. And it's really yummy.
Jealous.
Newman, How was your...
So I've been in Portland for the past week and a half now. I flew up on Christmas, and
Everyone's been in Portland.
that's why I wasn't there last week.
Even I went to Portland. Cindy's the only cool one who hasn't gone to Portland. Like, yeah.
So actually, it's funny you mentioned you almost spun out driving home because what was it? Wednesday morning at 5 a.m. my phone starts ringing and it wakes me up, and my girlfriend spun out on black ice and crashed into a tree
Oh,
and
jeez.
totaled her car. But it allowed
Is
her
she
to
okay?
get this. Yeah, she's okay. She was on muscle relaxers, whiplash, back spasms, but she's fine.
Ooh.
You messed
So
up.
yeah, so and actually, another friend of ours, he was actually, we went out last night for a friend's birthday, and Alexander actually came out.
Yeah, we'll
He
get to that.
also slipped on black ice and actually rolled his car last night.
Yeah.
So we woke up to that text. He's okay too.
Mhm.
But in lighter note, I got the job I was interviewing for,
Nice.
an associate developer position for a software company down in San Diego. So I'm looking forward to that starting. I
Fantastic.
have a feeling working for a software company is going to be a lot better than working for an insurance company, just because, it's software versus not. But
People will learn more.
Yeah. It's more in your wheelhouse.
exactly. Like everyone needs developers, but I feel like a software company, at least for me, is better than someone that doesn't know how to treat developers. Not that my job's bad right now. It's just I don't like it. It's not for me.
It's not. It's
Um,
not the best fit.
Yeah. So I actually got that call Monday morning. I've been woken up a lot because of phone calls this past week, and it's kind of disappointing.
You're just
I'm
sleeping all
supposed
the
to be on
time.
vacation. And we woke up this morning, and it's fucking snowing, and I have to somehow get to
Exciting.
the airport Tuesday
Wait.
without
Are you
my
still in
girlfriend having a
Portland?
car.
We have to
Yes.
somehow get back to Seattle today.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all still
Yeah.
down in Portland.
I was gonna be really
There's about
angry if I
4
was the only
inches.
California got snow and I didn't.
No,
Don't worry.
yeah, I'm still in Portland.
Apparently,
But we have about 4 inches of snow right now, and
Yeah.
it's continuing to still snow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's
Apparently, according to the weather forecasts, as me and Alyssa drive north later, we're going to be
Mhm.
following the snowstorms.
Yep.
So you'll get it, Sunny.
Well, okay, like I'm not working right now though. I hate snow when I'm working because I usually have to drive great distances and into the darkness because I live in an area with lots of trees.
Yeah.
Like I literally almost killed a grandma on the way to visit my friend when I got the
Yeah.
emergency beacon because the old lady like pulled out into my lane in an icy little place and there was like this big like a giant big sheet of black ice and I was just like break, please don't kill the grandma.
Better her than you. You know, she's made it most of the way.
That's
I
where
don't want to kill a grandma.
for anyone who doesn't live in Washington, just want to let you know, if you're not in the Seattle Bellevue area of Western Washington, it's just trees. That's just all it is. We don't even have roads anymore. It's mostly just trees.
Yes, we do.
They
It's
feel
just-
well.
It's like it's kind of like I don't know how to explain it. It's like little pockets of humanity in big forests.
Yeah, and then there's the farmland.
Yeah, well, like there's the farmland, but a lot of, especially the residential areas that aren't like just Satan houses. I don't know what their actual name is.
Satan houses? Is that what you just said? What, you just are surrounded by crack dens and Satanists?
Okay.
How many goat sacrifices do you think happen on the average basis in your area? Because if it's above 5, then that might be an issue. But if it's below 3, that's average.
Well, okay, like Satan house complexes where every single house looks the exact same, and you don't know where you're going because they all look the fucking same.
That's our house.
Isn't that the American dream?
Cookie cutter.
Are you saying the American dream is satanic? Are you being un-American, Seneca?
Like that's new. But no, like especially in like older residential areas, there's so many trees and they're all super tall, so there's no sun that gets to the ground, and then the moisture like stays there because of the rain and the mist and just the
Yeah.
damp, and then you get black ice. Fucking sucks.
But also, people can't drive in any weather that isn't light rain or sun.
See, I hate
Can't
snow.
drive.
Snow is a good thing to go and visit and look at and then never come back.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I'm not working right now, so I'm like, if it's gonna snow, like, let's snow now. Like, let me enjoy it. Versus get up and be like, shit, it's.
All right, Alyssa.
So, anyway.
How was your week?
Uneventful week. I was supposed to work. Am I not?
You're loud enough, but come closer.
I was. Well, I can't. This chair.
Let us see your pretty face.
I was supposed to work, but then I nanny, and then the grandparents decided to stay in town, and then the dad didn't go out of town for work, so then I got called off, and so I laid in bed and slept, and New Year's Eve I slept basically all day, and then went and hung out with you guys when you guys came over for Alexander's party, and then New Year's Day I slept. Caught up on a lot of my Hulu shows, but I haven't done much.
She wanted to be sleeping during the podcast, even though she would have been in the same room.
If I have blankets and clever.
Apparently, it's cold in a temperature-controlled room.
I just put it up to like 75.
That's why I'm dying.
They don't charge you for the electricity you use in the hotel, by the way.
Exactly.
I know. That's why we run the AC all the time.
Just crank it.
And destroy the environment and all of that.
Of course. Who cares about the environment?
Yeah,
Like-
I was gonna say, who cares? Once we're dead, well, who
Yeah,
cares?
it's gonna be my kid's responsibility. It's not gonna be mine.
Exactly.
It's a
Given that
hotel
everyone else
room
is
during the
California-
snow.
I know.
What, Sunny?
It's in a hotel room though during the snow. Like that is the time to crank the heat.
Well, yeah. She's
Cause like I don't freaking ever turn on my heat. The minute that snow is here though,
flooded. She gets cold easily.
then buy Alyssa some warm clothing. Buy her
And that is why I moved to Fargo.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, you live in North Dakota.
That's true.
she
How do
goes-
you survive?
Your standards for cold you should be tolerant to this kind
I
of
was
stuff
gonna
by now.
say,
I'm cold when I'm inside, but not when I'm outside.
It's actually I'm glad it snowed because it was a hell of a lot colder yesterday
Yeah.
walking around the city.
Is
It was
there
like-
clouds now?
Yeah, and
That's
snow.
why.
Well, yeah, clouds with rain
Cloud.
that's turning into snow.
But you don't have
Yes,
to.
guys, I know how the weather works.
Thanks, yeah. Can we just have Ryan describe more science facts? I was just...
I don't want to go that gets dark really quick. But yeah, then there's me. I've had a really chill week because the family I nanny for, the dad's at home because people take this week off basically.
That's exactly what I did.
And I took advantage of it because hell, I enjoy having a week off as through all the holidays and stuff. But yeah, then for New Year's I had Seneca and Alyssa was there because she doesn't have a life.
There.
But I had a bunch of my friends up to my parents' house in North Bend. And we played like 2 board games. Half the group went, I don't want to play the rest of the board games you have. And then
Because there were too many people for all the good ones.
Yeah. And the group doesn't play competitive board games, which is a pain in the ass.
Exactly. Well, yeah, the group of people I was playing board games with, we had quite a few, and that's where playing like Betrayal was really good because it's like 6 people can play at a time, and then you could even pair up on teams. Like me and Caitlin was just like one group sharing decisions, whereas like another person's like, yeah, let's play Cards Against Humanity, where it's like with any more than 6 people, we had like 10 people over. I was like, we cannot do Cards Against Humanity like that. You're just reading off all these answer cards that people are playing, and it just gets so boring after a while.
We brought
Yeah.
up Against Humanity,
Nobody wanted to play.
but nobody wants to play it because I'm really sick of that game because I played it at 2 whole conventions, and none of the cards are shocking to me, and I'm like, meh.
Well,
And
see,
nobody else was really into
now it comes to like the smart pairing as well as like playing it to like someone's taste. Like there was one pairing that I got when I was playing one of the black cards was like, what's my anti-drug? And someone played a subscription to Men's Fitness. And I was like, that is hilarious. You win the card.
I've seen most of those cards at least a couple dozen times. Plus, I have the bad Cards Against Humanity set.
What do you mean the bad Cards Against Humanity set?
The second year after Cards Against Humanity was out, I think it was the second year. Yeah, they had their big booth at PAX, and Newman asked me to go buy him a set of Cards Against Humanity. So I went, bought it, got it signed by the guys because they were there this time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a whole bunch of duplicate PAX cards and stuff, and I loaded those into Newman's deck because I was being an asshole. And then I switched the lids so that I had the signed lid and he was going to get the unsigned lid.
Mm-hmm.
And then about a year passed before I was able to give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave him the one with the signed lid because I was like, well, that was the one I bought at PAX.
Oh, no!
He got the one with none of the duplicates, like most of the cards from PAX, and just everything like that. And I was like,
I call that karma.
That is good karma, right?
That is
yeah,
karma.
that is just your ill intentions playing against you because that's what you get for being an asshole. Like you just set yourself up to be a total dick, and now we're all like applauding your failure, right?
Yeah. No, I was
A little
very
bit.
much after the minute I gave it to him and he went back down to college. I was like, oh damn.
So here, Alex. We can figure out some sort of trade if there's anything that you would want from me. Like I got a bunch of books that I can loan you or something. If you're willing to go through that deck and get all those extra PAX cards that you have in there, I don't have any of the PAX cards because
I got oh yeah.
Yeah, because I did not own Cards Against Humanity. Say that again?
What were you gonna say, Newman?
I was gonna say even I have some, but then I just remembered the story that you just told.
Because since I don't have any, like I didn't own the deck when they were there at PAX with all these PAX edition cards, I don't have them. So if you have duplicates, I'll happily take the duplicates off your hands.
I'll see if I can call out the duplicates. Yeah,
Alright.
I mean I've got them, and I don't play that game anymore.
So I'm looking to play it because I got the bigger, blacker box and everything because I have all the expansions. I have all sorts.
Did you find the card in the bigger, blacker box?
What's that?
Did you find the secret in the bigger, blacker box?
Yes, I did. Pulled out my special little pocket knife and got it out, and it is.
Thing?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
They could bottom of it.
I saw that on Facebook, but I thought that was an actual thing. I thought
Yeah.
somebody was like wanting people to rip open their boxes.
Nope. They did that. It took like 3 months for people to figure it out?
Yeah,
It
I
took a
believe
while.
so. And see, for me, it's like I had the bigger, blacker box for a while before someone's like, "You should get that card out." I was just like, "All right, yeah, no problem." For me, I was like, "It's probably not going to live up to the hype or whatever." But then, like, my roommate's girlfriend was feeling it. It's like, "Oh, here it is." We were just feeling up and down the box. It's like, "Oh, that's where it is," and then we just cut it out. It was the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was really that was Cards Against Humanity does some really nice little like hidden secret stuff. And the
I
really
was a
fun
king.
pranks like
I was gonna
they
say.
sold literal bullshit,
Yep.
literal holiday bullshit. They were very clear.
They also sold
this is
nothing.
actually cow feed, and they made a whole lot of money and then gave it to charity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Like
this year
this
they
about
sold
Black Friday. Literally nothing. They said you literally give us just $5 and you get nothing in return. And they got like $200,000 or something.
And didn't you have to click through like several like, yes, I understand.
Well,
I
yeah.
understand that I'm getting nothing.
But and what I like about that one was this time around it didn't go to charity. They just went, no, all of our staff got bonuses this year.
Well, but that was the
Oh,
thing.
wow.
They did a post, I believe, where the staff noted the bonus that they got, and most of them donated some of it to charity. But it was the staff's decision to do that.
But also it was, a lot of the staff posted like, hey, this is what I bought.
Mhm.
And it was things like, my kids got a trip to to go skiing,
Yeah.
or my kids got new textbooks this year, things like that,
Yeah.
which was really nice.
Mhm.
That is really nice.
Weird.
And then there are the people like, oh yeah, I bought a brand new 50-inch TV, a PS4, an Xbox
Yeah.
One, and
I got like
I had
3,000.
a lot of alcohol.
And that was just one person, right?
Yay!
We have one far field. But yeah, that was our New Year's. We tried to make Alyssa do some role playing. It was funny.
It hurt my head.
She tried.
I did. I tried really hard.
And we have I have a game that's what is it? Tulip Academy's Dangerous Society for Dangerous Gentlemen.
Yeah. Which we turned into Dangerous Ladies.
Gentle ladies.
Yeah, gentle ladies.
Gentle Ladies. I don't know.
Because why not? So we were basically just doing a female version of Ordon High, the anime. And poor Alyssa was there, like, my brain's exploding. Oh no!
Yeah, not my cup of tea.
But it was fun.
I forgot to share, sorry. But I was going to say, I also won my fantasy football league at the end of today. I will have won fantasy football. So there's going to be a lot of shit talking to be had among my friend group.
How much money did you make?
What?
How much money did you make?
We didn't put in money this year, but I'm going to buy myself a fat trophy.
It'll cost $300.
They have like trophies for like $40.
Yeah.
Like it looks
You can
like
get
good
pretty
quality
nice
trophies for $40. So yeah, I'm gonna buy myself a trophy.
Then yeah.
Yeah, buy yourself a nice thing that you'll eventually just throw in the trash.
Yep.
Probably. But I get to shit talk my friends for at least a year because of it. So that'd make it worth $40.
Worth rubbing it in your friends' faces.
Yes. That is definitely worth it to me.
Actually, what would be better is that $40 turns into, I get to rub this in your face, and your friend's like, well, I'm taking that next year. And just takes it away from you.
That is a risk.
But then, yeah, we came down here, we visited, Newman came, and then me and Newman went out to his friend's birthday party down here, which was basically bar crawl, Brian?
Yeah, pretty much.
Which was awesome because it was every time I come down here, there's a party going on. It seems like every time I come down and visit Newman here, somebody's throwing a party. So this is the only time of the year I get to be social.
Oh. That's so sad.
Hey, it's a life decision. We just let him do it as he wishes.
Wait, New Year's was social.
Okay, this is the time of the year I get to be social with a completely random group of people who I only kind of know.
Well, that's your own choice.
Damn straight it is. But it worked out this year because that's part of what I'm trying to do over this year is be more social, be more kind of willing to go out to things.
He said he had fun.
I had fun. I always have fun when I do that with Newman's
There you
group.
go.
And they woke me up at 12:30 in the morning.
Yep. Because Ryan needed a place out of the cold to wait for the train. And the hotel lobby was giving us weird looks. Which is fair.
Yeah.
Did they think that one of you was like an escort or something?
Ryan might have been pretty enough for that.
I was pretty
No.
drunk.
Yeah.
That was probably why. Not escort.
I didn't know. I learned something.
Huh.
I didn't know that bars, like bars, not bar restaurants or pubs, give free soda
If you
just order soda.
It's not all, but a lot do, especially
Because-
in designated driver communities.
Yeah.
Because they also assume that you're drinking and they make much more money on alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, soda's really cheap. Like for
It
a
is.
dollar, they're making like 70% profit off
Oh, yeah.
soda at $1. But I mean, I drank so much Sprite yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I got to drink so much Sprite. But that was really cool. That was an interesting thing to learn.
Mm-hmm. Well, also, for them, it's definitely worth, let's say $10 in soda for, even if you have just two friends who are getting just trashed, like,
Yeah.
financially, they're like, yep, we're raking in money, whatever, go for it. Have as much soda as you want, because they're going to keep drinking.
Like, Alyssa was, they're like, well, they've got a DD. We're good. Like, we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But then the other thing I did, this whole trip was part of my Christmas present, was that I went to Powell's, and I don't know a good way to show it.
I do enjoy Pals. Pals is pretty dang good.
And my parents gave me $100 to buy books. So I'm gonna take out a stack and make the stack.
Got 12 books.
And I get a T-shirt.
Yeah, and you have to say what the books are for anyone listening on iTunes. Otherwise, this is super boring.
Yeah, I have a stack of books, 12 something books. They're all
I see is a
white.
blur.
That's more books than Newman and I would read combined in like our lifetime.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're just.
Automatically
I
lumping
mean,
Ryan into that.
probably, but speak for yourself.
Newman, you don't read.
That's fair.
Harsh.
So I picked up basically what I ended up doing was picking up a whole bunch of just book 2s or 3s of series that I've read all the way through, in ebook or audiobook or otherwise, or like the middle parts of other series that I'm slowly looking at.
Did you log them in your library thingy yet?
I have not scanned them in yet because the stickers PALS uses stick to the back of books, unlike half price, and it takes me about it would take me about 20 minutes to take all the fucking stickers off these things.
Use a vinegar spray.
Oh.
But in fact,
there are anti-sticker solutions.
Stickers are the worst.
Ryan hates stickers. Stickers.
And I got a nifty bag.
How dare you, sticker?
A nifty Keen bag.
Stickers.
But that was the other part of this big trip, and that's always fun. And poor Alyssa was sitting there like staring blankly at a wall by the end of it.
I don't read. Okay, that's why. I read 50 pages yesterday of a book that Alex got me for my birthday. But
Her birthday was in October.
I don't read. I just look.
There's a cafe in Powell's.
Yeah, but
they have free Wi-Fi.
It was a crazy day at Powell's, so that's where she was going originally.
That's the first place I went, and then I was like, the line was really long and there was no tables, and I was like, nope, I'll just help you look. I don't know what the fuck that was.
And then we did a favor. You helped a bit. You helped me with the alphabet. I have a hard time with the alphabet sometimes. But then we also did a favor for one of my other friends and looked for a few of the books of her manga, and that was funny watching Alyssa try it. I'd be like, yeah, grab a Kaicho wa Midsama. And Alyssa goes, what? just like flat immediately, her brain just stopped. And she was like, I didn't get any of that.
No.
I should have. Oh, that's what I forgot to do.
What'd you forget to do?
I have a list of psychology books that I want that I found at Powell's, but I haven't gone back to Powell's and I haven't seen them anywhere else, and I should have given you the list.
Oh boy.
Damn it!
My phone call isn't that big to buy all those books for people, even if they're paying me back.
I would give you a premium thing of money or make you food.
It was one of those things where I was like looking at the manga list, and the manga are more expensive than the books I bought. Because Pals overprices its manga.
Yeah.
Actually, though, like I'm kind of pissed off about it.
You hear that, Powell's? You overprice your manga. People have noticed.
I was looking at a stack of manga this big that was the same price as my books, and I was like, I don't know if I can do that. But then I called, and she was like, no, not these ones, not these ones. I'm like, okay, nice down, small stack.
Yeah. Okay.
That was us.
Books. At least the back of your guys' car will be weighed down properly for potential snow and ice.
Oh yeah, let's put the books in the back.
So we're in a teeny-ass car.
Yeah, we're
and
in
Alyssa goes...
Ford.
Yeah, so you need the weight.
Alyssa?
Ford Fiesta? No, Ford Focus.
Alyssa goes...
Ford Focus.
Focus, yeah. Alyssa goes, we should buy a bag of sand to put in there. I'm like, but it's so small, our weight is going to weigh down that car.
I mean, I may suggest, like, kitty litter is good to have if you're going, like, back roads, but based off of where you are, you can pretty much just straight shoot it via the highway, so.
We're going I-5.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of why I'm like, as long as, if you have the books, you should be fine.
Yeah.
Weight-wise.
Next week we'll probably have more to talk about because our adventure trying to get home.
Yeah, we'll do that.
But we shall see.
Well, maybe next week I'll actually remember to figure out some podcast topics.
Yeah.
I mean, going in pretty blind to this one. I mean, we're not starting out the year strong in any way.
I asked people for topics when we finish, and I got blank stares.
I've been dealing with people and things.
I do my own podcast for the site.
And you did invite me to the one about narrative. Come on.
That's true. Even though it did shift over to more of how did gameplay and narrative story kind of work together and how they mesh. That episode, I'm going to send you that today, and cool. that should go up on Wednesday. And we'll be recording another episode of the gaming podcast today with Brian and Taryn as well.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I'm creating content, even though I'm not writing as many articles. I'm at least getting content out there, so I'm at least happy about that.
Which I am sorry, people who actually read the blog stuff, because the articles are going to be slow for a while, it seems.
It's a slow start to the year. Yeah.
Well, see, January doesn't have any holidays in it, like really holidays in it for us to theme around.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of themes for January to go off of, but they're very cliche. And I'm sorry to anybody who's like looking forward to an article about the new year and how awesome it's going to be and new beginnings. And I'm sorry, I'm not doing that.
This episode of the podcast is about how real the struggle is.
Because I'm sorry. There have been so many cliche like articles and pieces about that it's just no.
I mean, you're getting a little something from me about like me being like, this is my plan for the new year. I'm using all of you to hold me accountable for it. But that's a little different even.
That's you. That's not like the year and like the podcast lost its space and blah, blah, blah. Because I'm sorry. Like, I mean, I can be cliche, but no.
I never understood the whole new year, new me kind of concept. It's like you've been alive for X amount of years. What is the difference between 2 days going to do to change you?
New year, new me kills himself.
It's also, it gives people an excuse, essentially, to be like, I'm going to do things. And that's, like, I mean, the article that went up last week, right?
Yeah.
My article last week, yeah. I don't know. It went up.
New Year's resolution.
But it's like, you know, a lot of people make resolution nowadays as, like, wishes. It's like, I want to lose 10 pounds. And it's like, okay. But they literally make that same resolution every freaking year.
And I resolved
they don't do anything.
My New Year's resolution.
See, I kind of view the whole New Year, New Me thing the same people that delete their Facebook after they graduate high school, so they have a new Facebook for college. It's like you're gonna go back and you're gonna post the same. Or maybe that's when I graduated, but there's a bunch of people I went to high school with that deleted their Facebook.
Didn't we graduate about the same time though? Like, what?
Well, maybe it was just like my high school, but a ton of people they like would post pictures of them like partying in high school and like drunk statuses all the time. So they deleted their Facebook when they graduated from high school. And then it's like, you're not going to change. You're still going to post getting drunk underage on Facebook. You're still going to post, you know, like stupid stuff as your statuses. What's the point of deleting it? Like, I get the idea behind it, but it's like stupid because you're still the same person.
Yeah.
And they ended up the exact same.
You can't delete who you are because you just delete some sort of social media aspect. You actually have to change yourself, and you have to have the self-motivation to do that.
Although there's
takes a lot of time.
There's a lot to talk about in terms of managing your social media presence.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And in like teach that to kids. We are teaching that to kids now actively about managing your social media presence, not just for bullies, but for it sticks with you forever.
Yeah, and now that jobs and things are paying attention to that, or like, I mean, sorority is first thing.
I'm waiting.
Like, sororities creep on you, and they look to see, and if you have a post of you being crazy partying, they're like, I don't want this person, even though stereotype, but.
All right,
so I don't know how many weeks ago. A couple of weeks ago, I finally actually started to use my Instagram, which I have been using to kind of like keep track of certain artists that no longer had like Etsy stores because they decided that Etsy was evil, blah 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 blah. And I posted a picture the other day, and I used hashtags for the first time, pretty much. And I got random people who I have no idea who they were who liked my pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how hashtags
That
work.
was new. That was different. I was very confused.
I've been on Tumblr long enough to know how hashtags work.
I don't know this stuff because I just kind of avoid the whole social media-ness. Also, something pinged really loud on my computer. But yeah, because like these people can actually attest to the fact that my Facebook usually has like a post every 2 to 4 weeks, maybe 6.
I don't know about that.
Most of the time, it's not me who's making posts.
Okay, but it's still going up on your Facebook, which means it is you.
Well, because
Yeah.
it's like because it's like my posts are very few, but it's like people tagging me and stuff usually.
Oh.
Because like my father likes to tag me in articles and like I don't know why, but he's been very like taking pictures and he likes to put them on Facebook right now. I don't know.
It's a phase.
So it's not me doing it.
You're growing up. Baby girl.
I've been grown for a while, but okay.
No, you haven't. Don't lie.
I've been living in my own apartment without a roommate for 3 years.
Excuses.
I don't think that makes you grown up, technically.
Oh, Brian,
Yes.
you have an update for us about your shower.
Oh, yeah.
Do I do? Oh yeah, there's still ants. It's still disgusting.
Still?
But yeah, so actually what I'm gonna do is like keep it out. I like have to run my shower like every couple hours, otherwise they build up.
Oh,
So like
no.
I'll just turn on the water, let it run for a second, turn it off. I'm the reason there's a drought in California.
And he has to do this.
But so actually, by the time I get home, my shower is going to be off for about a week and a half. So I can just imagine how disgusting it's going to be.
You have to.
So actually, I'm going to, first thing I do when I get home is grab like an apartment manager, like be like, hey, come here, can you take a look at this? Turn on my shower and then demand that I move apartments.
That's
Or
fair.
that they can
'Cause,
have
like-
somebody fix it, like ASAP, because that's
Yeah,
not.
we record the ant swarm.
Videotape it.
Yeah.
Like I've had an exterminator come twice to supposedly take care of it.
Mhm.
And like that was not what I agreed. I did not like agree to live in an anthill
Yeah.
when I signed my lease. So I
Record it.
think it's a good enough reason.
I want that video. It'll go up on somebody's
Yes.
Instagram.
Please record it.
Seriously.
Or we'll put it on the
But I
website,
also I also kind of want to use it as a reason to move away from the train tracks because I was so desperate to
As
find
we
an
just
apartment when
heard.
I moved down.
There was a train.
What?
We just heard a train go by too.
Yeah, I know, but that wasn't me this time because I'm in Portland.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
But
That could be me.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
But, like-
I also live near train tracks.
and like it wouldn't matter if I just like was in a different unit, but I was so desperate I didn't think about it at the time. But there's train tracks about 5 feet from my apartment, so there are times I'll just wake up because my entire apartment's shaking because a train's just going by. So that's another reason I'm trying to use these ants as a reason to move without having to extend my lease.
And you obviously admitted that on the internet.
So
Yeah.
talk to them ASAP, dude.
So delete the evidence. This
Edit.
episode is now worthless.
It's one of
The
the
only
lost
people-
episodes.
Are you gonna make me edit?
Just don't post it till Wednesday. We're fine.
Honestly, half the time this thing goes up that late anyway, because it's just me.
Yeah.
Which I apologize.
On top of it, dude.
The other thing we're gonna do, we're gonna make a change to the recipes, mostly because Ryan can't make recipes within a week. So that what's gonna happen now is, if he does a recipe, when he does the recipes, he's gonna add like an addendum, kind of a notes section underneath it of his thoughts,
Okay.
which means he's gonna have to write.
I could do that. I just can't write articles.
You need to write another article. I liked your article.
Yeah.
Hey, this podcast is reminding me of our first podcast. And so it's like, new year, same old podcast.
Are you saying it's as much of a hot mess as the first podcast?
Yeah.
I was gonna say this is a rough one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because, yeah, everyone's out of their element, and
I don't think.
My apartment is so dirty. And
Are you the only ones home?
yeah.
I am home, but I haven't been able to unpack yet.
Yeah.
Maybe we should wrap this up.
Yeah, let's finish it up a little early.
We gotta try and get home.
Yeah, we're gonna have to drive.
All right. Have a safe drive, guys.
Don't die.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
I mean, good. You're the only one,
Yeah.
including us.
I'm gonna go find a giant. No. Oh, I know what I want instead of a whip. Eventually, I want
Instead
a
of
giant
a
squeaky
whip?
hammer.
Oh God.
What?
I want a giant squeaky hammer.
God. All right. On that note,
Yeah.
everybody, welcome to the new year. This is honestly, this is a more true representation of what we do.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody.